Good morning, Super Readers! Thank you for joining us in our Valley PBS classroom. I'm Mrs. Hammack.
Hi, and I'm Mrs. Vang.
Hi, and I'm Mrs. O'Leary.
This is a fabulous, fun place for us to learn and practice and
Grow our brains
to become even stronger readers, writers, and thinkers. So, are you ready? Let's get started by warming up our brains with some
ear training
called
Daily Phonemic Awareness.
All right, we are going to tune up our ears and listen to some sounds. Now, today is a blending game. That means I'm going to give you sounds and I want you to blend them together and tell me my word. You ready to try it? Mm-hmm. Now, there's a lot of different ways or strategies that you can use to help you. So,
can I use my arm?
Yes, you can use your arm. And if you want to use your arm too, you can. You can use your fingers to count the sounds as you say them. And I'm going to use my whole body. All right, so there's lots of different ways. Find the way that works best for you. All right, here we go. Ready? G. Mug. Try it faster. Mug. What's my word? Mug. Great job. Did you guys get mug?
Mug.
Terrific. All right, now I started with one that was kind of easy, but we're going to get a little harder. All right, here we go. Turn up those ears so you're ready. Here we go. Ready? Plum. What's the word? Do you know?
I got it, I think.
What is it?
Plum.
Yes, great
I love eating
job.
plums.
Me too. All right, last one. Here we go. All right, now we got to go a little faster so we can hear the word. Drum. Do you know what that word is? Did you get it?
Got it.
What is it?
Drum.
Yes, a drum. Great job.
That was tricky.
It was. We
Good
practice
listening.
those blendings because that's what we do when we read. We say the sounds. When someone tells you to sound it out, that's what blending is. You're saying the sounds and then blending them to make the words. Great practice.
And is it time? Because I brought my umbrella again.
Time.
I love this part. And this week I found such a great song for us. A simple and quick song, I think.
I
But
like
you
it.
have to use your umbrella, so go get it if you need it. Here's our song called
Here's
My
mine.
Umbrella. And if you don't have one, you can pretend.
Just like me.
Perfect.
Remember, we're going to look. Open it up. Ooh, I hope it rains.
Me too.
I love rain.
Look under your umbrella.
When I look underneath my umbrella, I understand how nice an umbrella can be.
Make yourself small.
I stay dry underneath my umbrella.
Wow.
I love
was
that.
So much fun.
That
so
was
much
fun.
All right. Well, I'm going to take my umbrella right over to our umbrella
That
card.
sounds good.
No, I better put it away. It's not raining inside. So our focus this week is our umbrella card, and it's our short U sound, and it goes like this. Umbrella, and it's spelled with a U. All righty, so let's get and do a little bit of review. before we get started, and before I invite my friends to come on with us and blend in some build words. So let's do another short vowel sound, and that is our apple card. So we say apple, and it's spelled with an A. Good job. How about this one? Do you know this one, boys and girls? Do you remember it from yesterday? That's right, it's another short vowel letter, and it is our egg card, and it's egg, and it's spelled with an E, and sometimes an EA. Another vowel letter, but short vowel sound, is our insect card. It says insect, and it's spelled with an I. Good job. And then our next vowel, short vowel sound, is our octopus card, and it says octopus, and it's spelled with an O. And so a few other letters that we want to review and remember is our guitar card. It says guitar, and it's spelled with a G. Good job. Okay, so now we have our camel card, and it says camel, and it's spelled with a C, or you could spell it with a K and still get k, or you could have it be at the end of a word and still say k, even though there's going to be two letters there. So that's a fun letter and sound to review and learn. And so we have our koala card, which also says koala. And wouldn't you know, it's spelled with a C sometimes, it's spelled with a K sometimes, and it's spelled with a CK at the end of a word, following a vowel. So let's keep those in mind when we build and blend today. And then we have our zipper card, which says zipper. It's spelled with a Z, and sometimes at the end of a word, it's spelled with an S, but it sounds like zzz. And then we're done with our review. Good job. Very, very good job. So, will my friends come and join me, please? Rita and Retail.
I'm here.
Oh, hello. Good to see you. Oh, I just loved your little laugh there. Alrighty, so I'm going to blend our first word, and then I'm going to ask one of you to blend our second. So, boys and girls, blend with me. We have snug. Ooh, snug. Snug. And you can do that on your arm if you want to, too. Snug. Snug. All right, our second word. Which one of you would like to blend out our second word right here?
I can help.
Okay, thank you, Retail.
Oh, sorry. I was thinking of your snug, and I noticed it was a blend because we learned those a couple weeks ago.
Oh, really? Okay, very good remembering, Retail. It's so nice, and we can recall things that we've learned before. So yes, this is a blend, and we try to say it quickly. Snug. But we're on this word right now.
Okay.
Can you do this word for us?
I can do that word.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Luck.
Very good, and I think you remembered that we've got two consonants after a short vowel, and so that says one sound. So the C and the K both say k, but we don't say k. We just say the one sound. Wow, good remembering, Retail.
I remember.
All right, let's build a word. How about, let me think of another word that might have a similar ending to this one. How about stuck? Stuck.
Oh, wait! I got stuck in a tree one time, so I know this one.
Oh, awesome. Go ahead.
Okay. Oh, that's a blend.
That's a blend. Good
That's
job.
a S with a T.
You are so right.
Oh, that's our focus sound.
That's
The
our
U.
focus sound. Yep.
That's very tricky.
Yes, it can be.
I'm just gonna take a guess. I think it's the CK.
You would guess absolutely right. It is CK.
Do you know why I guessed the CK?
No, why?
Cause the says and then I thought, well, it's a short sound, so maybe it's the CK.
That would be perfect thinking, wouldn't it, boys and girls? Did you guess that too? Did you remember that after the short vowel sound, there could be two consonants that say only one sound? Good job. Very good job. All right, one more word before we go on to our sentence reading. And how about clock? Clock.
I can help. Can I do that one?
You certainly can. Sound that out and then tell me how you would spell clock. And you do the same, boys and girls.
Clock. Okay, I heard the cl, which is also a blend. We learned blends already.
Yep.
C, L,
Is that the focus?
It's not.
It's not.
I heard the which is the O sound.
Very good. You remembered. We've already talked about that O sound, that short O sound, ah. Good.
And it says which is a short vowel. So the k is a CK.
You've got it. That's beautiful remembering, beautiful spelling, and we're actually reading these words. That's beautiful reading too. Good job.
That was very good.
You're good. Thank you, friends, and I'll hopefully see you later on.
Bye.
All right. So let's continue with reading our sentence, and we'll start here. We'll notice that we're starting with a capital, and we'll read with me, if you will. Gus was in the mud. What do you think? Can you use some of the words that we created and built and blend? What could Gus was luck in the mud? I don't think that would work. Gus was clock in the mud? No. You got it. You got it. He was stuck in the mud. Gus got stuck, S-T-U, then our double consonant, C-K, in the mud. And we always end a sentence with punctuation, and we used a period this time. Good reading, boys and girls. Excellent. Let's move on to our high-frequency words with Mrs. Hammack.
Okay, are you ready to practice those high-frequency words? Do you remember that high-frequency words are the words that show up most often in the things that we read, and we want to know them automatic, as fast as you know your name. So in order to get those automatic words, we have to practice, and we read them, we spell them out loud, and we write them, because that helps them to get locked into our memory. This week, we have 5 words. We did could and live. Today we're going to do one, and then we have 3 and then, and we'll get to those later. But let's take a look at the word one. Now, this type of one is the same as the number 1. So it's not like I won a game. That's spelled differently. This one is the number 1. O-N-E. Spells one. Did you get that? Great job. All right, so let's look at our sentence. There is frog on the log. There is one, oh, I got to stick it on there, sorry. One frog on the log. Great job. All right. One of my most favorite ways to practice is on Wednesdays with Whack-A-Word Wednesday. Doesn't that sound fun? So I have a couple of ways we can do that. So you can make your own word whacker at home. This is just a pool noodle with a pencil. Easy to do. You can do that, or I have a fancy little kind of like fly swatter, but you could take a regular one and do that too. And you don't need to even cut a hole in it. You can just smack the words. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to find the letters to spell one. All right, are you ready to try it? All right, here's our alphabet chart. All right, let's do it. What do we need first? O, N, E, 1. You could practice that with all of your words and really get them locked into your memory. And it's really a fun way to practice, and it gets your whole body involved. Isn't that fun? I know, I love things like that. Hey, today we're going to read a story called The Three Little Pigs. Now, I know what you're thinking. You might already know this story, and you might. But I still want you to think about predictions and thinking about what's going to happen. And what do you think will happen in this story? All right, I hope you're right. Let's watch and see.
Today's story is The Three Little Pigs, a tale from England. Before we read, let's remember that as we listen to the story, use the words and pictures to make predictions about what you think will happen in the story. And then we'll confirm and see if your predictions were right. Would you rather live in a house made of hay, sticks, or bricks? And why? Once upon a time, there were 3 little pigs who left home to live on their own. Each little pig set off to find materials to make a good house in which to live. As the first little pig walked along the road, he spotted a pile of straw. "I can make my house from this straw," he said. So the pig built himself a house made of straw, and he was very content. The second little pig soon found a bundle of sticks. "These sticks will make a fine house," she said. So the pig built herself a house made of sticks, and she was very pleased. The third little pig took more time to find good building materials. At last, he found a pile of bricks. "These bricks will make a strong shelter," he said, and he built a sturdy house. Soon after the 3 little pigs completed their homes, a hungry wolf passed by the house made of straw. The wolf saw the first little pig through the window and thought he would make a tasty meal. So the wolf knocked on the door and said, little pig, please let me in." The little pig looked through the keyhole and saw the wolf. So he replied, "No, no, no, not by the hair on my chinny chin chin." Then the wolf got angry and said, "Then I'll huff, and I'll puff, and I'll blow your house in." So the wolf huffed and he puffed, and the straw house collapsed immediately. However, the first little pig wasn't there. He had run all the way to the second little pig's house of sticks. The wolf saw the little pig run into the house of sticks, so he followed him. This time, when he looked through the window, he saw 2 little pigs. "These 2 little pigs would make a doubly tasty meal," said the wolf. So he knocked on the door and said, little pigs, let me in. I only want to talk to you." Both little pigs peeked through the keyhole and saw, of course, that it was the wolf. So they refused to let him in. They replied, "No, no, 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 not by the hair of our chinny chin chins." Then the wolf got angry and answered, "Then I'll huff, and I'll puff, and I'll blow your house in." So the wolf huffed and he puffed, but when the house of sticks was a little bit stronger than the house of straw, so the wolf had to huff and puff again before the house of sticks fell down. However, the 2 little pigs were no longer there because they had run as fast as they could straight to the third little pig's house of bricks. The wolf saw the little pigs run into the house of bricks and followed them. This time, When he looked through the window, he saw 3 little pigs. So he knocked on the door and said, little pigs, let me in. I only wish to speak to you. But the 3 little pigs answered right back and said, no, 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 not by the hair on our chinny chin chins. Then I'll huff, and I'll puff, and I'll blow your house in, replied the angry wolf. So the wolf huffed, and he puffed, and he puffed, and he huffed. Then he huffed, and he puffed again. But the brick house was stronger than the other houses, and he could not blow it in. Now the furious wolf climbed onto the roof to go down the chimney, but the little pigs saw what he was doing. So they made a blazing fire. When the wolf started down the chimney, he felt the hot flames. He quickly hopped out of the chimney and ran away from the 3 little pigs as fast as he could. And the 3 little pigs lived happily ever after. The 3rd little pig even helped the other 2 pigs build sturdy brick houses of their own.
Did you guys make the right prediction? I did, because you know what? I already knew this story, so I already predicted that they were going to make their house out of straw and bricks and sticks, and the wolf was going to come and blew the house down, and the pigs would run to the other pig's house. And so I made that prediction because I already heard the story, and it was correct. Sometimes I try to think about other stories, and I don't make a correct prediction, but I hope you guys are listening. Can you help me with this, Ricky? It's not going to be a retell. Oh, I wanted to retell. I know, but it's more like a recall. You know what that is? That just means giving me some of the answers, because I hope you were listening. So, what materials did the pigs use? We all know they use sticks and straw and bricks. You're right. And then what happened? What did the wolf do? The wolf blew the houses down. But all of them? No, just the sticks and the house made out of straw. You're right. Well, the straw house blew down first, remember? And then the little pig ran to his brother's house, who made his house out of sticks. And what happened to the house of sticks? It blew down too. You're right. Well, it fell down when the wolf was huffing and puffing, was it? Oh, is that you huffing and puffing? Oh, I see you. Now, how did the pigs trick the wolf? Do you guys remember this? Mm-hmm. The pigs made a fire in the chimney, and the chimney, and guess what? That wolf came down, and it burned his, and he ran away. That is pretty funny, Ricky. You are hilarious. Okay, good job, boys and girls. Now, let's go into our writing. I hope you are paying attention to our story, because I want you guys to think, because here's my writing prompt. It says, would you rather live in a house made out of straws, sticks, or bricks? Oh, you guys thinking? Let's have some friends here to help us. Do you know what you would make your house out of? Oh, you would, but let's have our friends. Oh, here comes our friend. Hello, Rita. Hello, Rhonda. Hey, cousin.
Hey there.
Look at.
How you do?
I'm good. Thanks for helping me. So, can you guys help me? What kind of house would you guys, what house would you guys live in? Would you live in a house made of straw, sticks, or bricks? You guys think?
I think I like sticks. Would sticks be okay?
That's a good one, sticks. Now, Rhonda, can you give me more details? Tell me why. Why would you rather live in a house made of sticks?
Because they are lighter to use.
Oh, they are lighter. Okay, I like that. Thank you, and I liked how you used the word because they are lighter to use. Good job. Now, I see Rita. Rita's gonna use bricks.
Bricks! I would use the bricks because I don't like those old wolves. I don't want him to blow down my house and gobble me up.
Oh, that's a good one. So Rita said she would use bricks because the house would be stronger. Good job, you two. Thank you for helping.
You're
now,
welcome.
let's go and see what book we can check out today. Are you ready? Let's see if you guys have read this.
Hi, my name is Madison Lee, and I am in the 4th grade, and I'm going to share one of my books with you. It's called Narwhal and the Unicorn of the Sea. This book is all about a narwhal trying to make friends with a jellyfish. I hope you check it out and read all about it. Bye.
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Turn up.
Turn up who?
Turn up the volume. It's too quiet.
Oh, you would think so. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Have a great day.